through my veins. On the pitch where the glory remains, the cockerel stands brave on the crest. North London pride, this ain't no jest. From lane to the new shining ground, echo chants where the legends are found. Heroes carved in the heart of time, we march on through grit and grime. Oh Tottenham, Tottenham till I die. Raise the banner, let it fly. Through the rain, through the fire, this is my club, my only desire. Oh Tottenham, Tottenham till I die. Raise the banner, let it fly. Through the rain, through the fire, this is my club, my only desire. Echoes of King and Greaves in the air. Every goal, the sound declares. Heartbeats pound like a drummer's song, marching forward, fierce and strong. We're the ones who rise in the clash. Numbers running in a white shirt dash. History burns in the roaring crowd. Every game we scream it loud. Oh, I'm Tottenham, Tottenham till I die. Raise the banner, let it fly. Through the rain, through the fire, this is my club, my only desire.
Yes, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to Thfc 2 with Dyer Home, Tottenham past, present, and exciting future onto something. Maybe the cockerel. We'll get behind the cockerel. That's what we'll do. We'll get behind the cockerel because that's exciting. Because certainly the team, the players, the results, two managers we've had haven't been. But we're going to get behind something. I still believe we're going to stay up. I still believe, I believe we can do it. I said it last night, and I don't know if Colin did clip it or not, but I did state that at the end of the season, Tottenham will remain in the Premier League by 1 point. And look at me waving my pen around. Yes, good afternoon, and welcome to After the Presser, where we go over De Zerbi's second press conference in charge of Tottenham Hotspur. We're going to go over a little bit about the Sensasi linked as well, and the information I got given this morning. We're going to go a little bit. He's going to ask a question about his captain, the injuries, who's back, and also tonight at 8 o'clock we do have the pre-match build-up where me and Billy will be talking all things Tottenham Brighton. We're going to sort of come together and see where we think the game's going to go, where it be won, where it be lost. Tomorrow at 10 o'clock, yes, the predicted lineup, and I'm doing it live tomorrow. So at 11 o'clock, not 10, 11 GMT, British summertime, because we're now in the summer. We will reveal our predicted lineup. So let me know. But members get to see it first. So if you're watching me tonight at 8 o'clock for the pre-match build-up, the last 10 minutes of the show will be for you members because you get first look at the predicted lineup. And then, of course, non-members get to see the predicted lineup live tomorrow. So do join me for that. Let's welcome a few people in and we'll get on with the show. We'll be on for about half an hour or no more than that. So I can go and get ready for the show tonight. Big up to Giant68. He says, big up, Dermo and Chat and Coys. Big up to you, Giant. Hope you're well. You're looking forward to tomorrow. Let me know. Big up to Leo Steinman. The other man wants me to go and put on my David Bowie LP. Big up to you. Hope you're doing, Leo. I hope you're doing well. He says, good news. What's the good news? I'm working tomorrow night. I missed the game. We might win. I don't think it's because of you we're losing. We're losing because we're shit, and the players are shit, and the managers are numpties. So, even if we win tomorrow, I want you there for the next game. I want you there, just giving us out there outside the stadium, waving the big Tottenham flag. Big up, Lee. I hope you're doing well. And also big up to Kev Lavin. Big up, I haven't seen you before, but so do hit the like and subscribe button and notification bell for future shows. He says, Sunderland fan here, always welcome. Other Premier League fans are always welcome on this channel as long as you're respectful. We don't mind the banter. We don't mind the fun as long as you're respectful to everyone else. We're fine. We've got Arsenal fans coming here. We've got a Chelsea fan. We've got Newcastle. Everton fans are sub to this channel that come in. Leeds fans, a couple of Leeds fans as well, come in as members and come into this channel and talk to us. So yeah, love talking football. And from I think the summer there will be a Premier League podcast coming out once every couple of weeks. I'm going to try to get together a few. We're going to get a Tottenham fan, an Arsenal fan, a Man United fan, a Liverpool fan, and a Chelsea fan. We'll see can we get a Sunderland or Newcastle fan, just talk things all football going in the summer. But he says, Sunderland fan here, after seeing you on Sunday, I fear the worst. But hopefully De Zerbi will turn things around for you. Look, I thought Sunderland played very well on Sunday, I have to say. And they've been the surprise package of this season for me. You wanted it more. You wanted it more. We didn't want it more. We didn't want to fight. And once we went 1-0 down, that was it. Our confidence had gone and the players didn't want to know. And it's been the story of our season in 2026. It's been the same story. Every game, we just we go 1-0 down and that's it, game over. And that's my fear tomorrow. We may start off brilliantly. We may start off the first 20 minutes absolutely going for it. Like we did against Sunderland, against your team, we started off brilliantly for the first 10 minutes and should have really went a couple of goals up and if we took our chances. But we didn't. And we let you back into the game. And to be fair, you should have won that game more. You should have won that game by 2 or 3 goals. You had a couple of chances where you should have taken them. And yeah, you can always say the referee should have sent the player off. Or your Sunderland player I'm talking about should have sent him off, or we should have had a penalty. Well, yeah, we should have had a penalty. And maybe Sunderland players should have been sent off. But it still doesn't come to the fact that we should have took our chances when we did. So, you had your chance, you took it, you win the game, you take home 3 points. We had our chances and we didn't take it. And then once we went 1-0 down, we just lost all confidence and we just went into our shell and that was it. Game over. Good night, Irene. But you've done well this season, I have to say, and I've been pleasantly surprised how well Sunderland have. So congrats, man. Congrats to you and the team up there and Sunderland. You deserve to be in the Premier League and deserve another season. Now, I suppose you will know this more because you watch your team more than I do. But I'm hoping you're probably hoping that you're going to kick on from this now in the summer and go and buy some more players. But let me know what you think. Let me know where you think Sunderland can go on from here. But yeah, thanks. Big up, man, for coming in. And yeah, do hit the like and subscribe and do come in. You're more than welcome. Everyone is welcome. Big up to Giant Dermo. Always hope for a win. But reality has been, it has been very different this year, Giant. I mean, at home, we've only had 2 wins at home all season, which is the worst. I'm going to do my research on this for next week because I'm trying to do a show on sometime next week on the records that Tottenham have broken. And see, how bad this season really has been. It's been a terrible season for us. And you are right. We all hope for a win. We do all hope for a win, but we never get one. Just sorry, I'm just trying to do something here. In the back, there we go. Yeah, we all hope for a win, but yeah. Tomorrow we will win. I'm confident again. I'm confident we'll win tomorrow. 2-0. Come on, we're going to do it. Big up the winning man. It says 1 a.m. here in Oz. Traveling. He says, I'm traveling 2,600 kilometers to Melbourne later today. Woke up and your show was on. Come on, you Spurs. Well, big up to William Webb. What are you doing in Melbourne? Let me know what you're doing there, bud. God, that's 2,000. This could be a stupid question, but you're flying there, hopefully, or do you have to drive there? Let me know how you're getting there. I'd be interested to know actually. And then he says a win against Brighton would change. It will. If we lose tomorrow, I think last Sunday we the loss to Sunderland took it out of our own hands. But we have another opportunity with West Ham playing on Monday, to put it back into our own hands again to tomorrow with a win. Now we know Leeds and Forest play tomorrow before us, so they should be getting 3 points each. So um is it tomorrow that Leeds play? Let me just double check. I know Leeds play tomorrow. I'm just wondering, when do Forest play? I wonder if Forest are playing Sunday before us or after us. Right. Okay. So Leeds are at home to Wolves tomorrow. So really, that should be 3 points for Leeds tomorrow. We've got Brighton at home at 5:30. Then Forest are home to Burnley. So really, you would expect Nottingham Forest and Leeds to pick up 3 points. It depends what we do. If we beat Brighton, of course, we go above West Ham until they play on Monday night, away to Crystal Palace. Um, so it will be interesting to see. And that game I am doing a hate along to that Palace game on Monday. So guys, do watch that from this channel. There will be hate along for the Palace West Ham game. Um, and then there's a couple of games in hands during the week. Uh, Leeds are away to Bournemouth. Um, and then Burnley, Leeds are away to Bournemouth on the Wednesday, the 22nd. I may do a hate along to that as well, or watch along to that as well, because that's going to affect us. That game could see Leeds. That could gain Leeds safety if Leeds actually beat. Where we're going. If Leeds beat Wolves tomorrow, and then they get something out of that Bournemouth game, I think Leeds are fine. I think Leeds are safe. And then Friday, Nottingham Forest are away to Sunderland, which I think is going to be a really tight game for Forest. The next Saturday, we're away to Wolves. The next week, I think, and then of course West Ham. Where are West Ham playing again? I think West Ham might have a game in hand in this, somewhere along the line. But I do feel they kick off the same time as us. They're home to Everton. I just feel next weekend, week game 34 with 4 games left, I think between now and next weekend we'll destine who goes up and who's staying down in the Premier League. It's going to be absolutely, it will be tight. It will be tight. Big up the Kevin says, absolutely, top 10 finish this season for us would be a great achievement. And hopefully we will sign some more quality players in the summer and push on again next season. I'm just hoping we're going to be playing you again next season. I've been up to Sunderland when I was younger. That and Newcastle, watched Tottenham play there, and I've always enjoyed it up in the northeast. They're a great bunch of people, totally different from the people down south. And I've always found northern people are more friendly than the southern people down south. So it's nothing against the people in the south, but I've always found it a better laugh up north, as I say, up north, um, than some of the people down in the south. But yeah, but I look forward to that. So yeah, big up to you, Kevin. Again, congratulations, bud. Well done. Your team deserve it. You've played well all season, and to get the double over Newcastle, I say you must have been buzzing doing the double over your arch rival. So big up to you, bud. And William says, drive 600 kilometers and then fly. Coach and golf head. Drive 600 kilometers, then fly. Fair enough. That's all right then. At least you're not driving all the way. Coach and golf head to the USA to coach and play on the 2nd of May. Let's hope we are the 16th by then. Well, I hope so, bud. I really hope so. But keep us informed with them. Let us know. Let us know how you get on with your golfing. That would be interesting. That would be interesting. Right. I'm from Cork in Ireland, by the way. Always had a soft spot for Spurs, so keep my fingers crossed. Well, I live in Wexford, just up the coast from you, in another lovely county. Cork's lovely. I think I went there once years ago. I haven't been back to Cork in years. It's something me and my other half will be doing probably later in the year, going down to Cork. I always love it down there. Um, but yeah, yeah, I got a few friends that are Cork people as well. So yeah, lovely county of Ireland. But yeah, I'm from Wexford, so I'm not that far from you. Good 3 or 4 hours, 3 hours, I think. Is it 3 hours from here to Cork? Is it 3 hours from here to Cork? 3.5 hours. Yeah, I'm only 3.5 hours away from you, but big up to you. Yeah, and congratulations again. Right, let's crack on with the show. Let's get into the press conference. Now, this was the first thing that was brought up. I know I come across all of X this morning that the Bournemouth player Sensasi, it reads in case you missed it, the Athletics David Ornstein is reporting that Tottenham are in advanced talks to sign Marco Sensasi. The Bournemouth centre back is out of contract at the end of the campaign and has attracted an interest from other six clubs. Any deal would seemingly be dependent on Premier. The last bit I was told, and I did ask the people I use, and I do use sources that are very, very good at their job. Um, it was the last bit that told me that more or less to say that the last bit dependent on Premier League survival. Now we know Fabrizio Romano did that for Robertson last week, but that was more concrete. That was more out there. If I was you, I would take this with a pinch of salt. This news, um, I really would until I can get it more confirmed. I have asked the questions. I'm waiting on an update. But as far as I'm concerned, guys, Tottenham fans, take this with a. Don't be getting too excited of this happening because as I'm reading at the moment, this may be just a little bit of probably gaslighting from the player. Probably get a better move or probably a better contract with Bournemouth. Um, it's the bottom bit that I was told that was the warning sign. Any deal would seemingly be dependent on Premier League survival. Just don't buy into it. Just don't buy into it until I can get more information. This is a massive maybe or a massive 80% or 70% will not happen. To a 30%, it may happen. So normally when I do these things, I always say 80% could happen, 20% not happen. This is a 50% might happen, and 40% might happen, and the 60% it won't happen. So please don't. If you see this on X, just take it with a pinch of salt until I can get more information and more information on it. But that's what David Ornstein's doing. He does his own thing, but it's something that I'm not going to be putting out on YouTube on saying, yeah, it's going, we're getting the player. I I think this could be a bit of gaslighting or a little bit from the player's agent putting it out there somewhere along the line. That's my opinion. Maybe other people, Tottenham in the Tottenham community have ran with it and said, yeah, this is going to happen. I don't think this is not going to happen personally. But look, till I get more information, I will let you know as soon as fast as I get it. But for me, don't be getting too excited. Injury update. Bentancur is available to play tomorrow. He was asked about the injury update, and the Zerbi says Bentancur is available to play. I don't know if he'll start the game or not. Basuma is available. Lord God, wish he just why is he still at the club? Is available, but for Vicario, no. Kingsley played very well in Sunderland. He did. He was my man of the match. But Vicario is another important player for us. Bit experience, character, and personality. I was at the Brighton game 2 years ago, and I was behind the goal with Vicario, and I swear to God, that keeper does not shut up. He just keeps going, and he's right about being the personality and the character. He knows more swear words than I do, and to hear him swear in broken English, it's hilariously funny. It really is. I was in stitches at one point. He was having a go at Romero, and he was half talking Italian, half swearing in Italian, and half swearing in English, and it was the most funniest thing. Honestly, it really was. I get it. He's a big personality, but he's made so many mistakes this year that have led to goals. You look at Fulham, and you look at other scenarios where he's just really cocked things up for us. Kingsley, I felt, got redemption last Sunday. He really did. And look, it wasn't his fault from the goal. He couldn't do anything about it. It got deflected, and he was going the wrong way anyway. But I think for him to come back and do what he did last Sunday, I think fair play to him. And then he got the bang in the head. And then within 2 minutes, I think 5 or 10 minutes after that, he's down diving at a player's feet with a head injury. And he's putting his body on the line. Maybe some of the other players should look at that and say, do you know what? If he's doing that and he's just got a bash in the head, then maybe we need to step up. For Ben to call back tomorrow, brilliant. We've missed him. I think he'll do great. And I think he'll play well in that midfield. Great pass with the ball. And I heard somebody saying it the other day that he doesn't get the compliments he does for his pass, and he's right. He really does. And also with Bazuma, hold the front pages. Bazuma's playing. Yay! He should be at the club still. I'm still surprised he's still here. Right. I promised you an update on Sensei, and I knew my my people I use would never let me down, and they don't, never do, always keep me up. Now, this is what it is. So Tottenham have been credited with interest in Marcus Senior ahead of the summer window, with the defender expected to be available at a favourable price. At this stage, sources suggest Spurs are one of several clubs monitoring the situation. Rather than a deal being close or agreed, there has been no concrete indication that terms have been finalised or that the player has made a decision. The key details to this are there is an understanding that Sensei would prefer to remain in the Premier League, but it's not being framed internally as a hard deal breaker. More natural preference at this point. The current situation leads to this. The Spurs' interest is genuine, but early talks, no confirmed advanced talks. Player stands open, but keeping options. Other clubs expected to be in the mix. This looks like a legitimate link. This is the verdict now. My verdict now. This looks like a legitimate link, but it's still very much in the early stages. No clear indication yet that Tottenham are leading the race or that a deal is close. So that is very late. What I do, guys, I will put that information up on the I will post it in the comment section for you guys to read. There's a lot to impact there. I may just do another video on this on its own, just to go through it, and maybe just I need another chance to read it through and maybe pick out some talking points out of this. So there will be more on this coming up. But see, I told you, my sources, the people I use, never let me down, and they're always watching and they're always constantly giving me information. So big up to you, big up. You know who you are. This channel couldn't cope without you. You know that. So that is the latest. So the current situation, Spurs have genuine interest, but early talks, nothing confirmed. Advanced talks, player stance open, but keeping options. Other clubs expected in the mix. Right. I will put this little bit in and run it across the bottom of the screen. So we'll do that. But no, actually, I'll do it more for tonight. I need to read that because I want to talk to Billy about this one tonight. A few more people have jumped in on and say, big up to Frog on the Wall. Big up to your Frog. Afternoon, Dermo. Hope you're good, fella. I am fine, Frog, having you. And big up to the bowling. Big up to this gentleman who's seen it all. Both him and Frog have seen West Ham win, lose, win FA Cups, get to cup finals, lose to Liverpool on penalties after being 3-1 up. I remember that. Gerrard's belter. That must have broke your heart, guys. But big up to you, guys. Big up to you. Right, so we've done the injury update. Now, one big injury, of course, is Romero. And on Romero's injury blow he was asked. De Zerbi says, Romero, I'm really sorry for him and his injury, first of all, non-stop. The people have to know he's suffering because of this injury and because he can't play anymore for us in this season. Can I just stop that, right? Stop the BS, okay? Just please, just stop it. Stop all the BS. He's upset because he might not play for Argentina in the World Cup. Can we just put that out there? He doesn't give two monkeys about Tottenham or playing for Tottenham all hoping Tottenham will stay up because Romero, as soon as the season's ended, he's buggering off to Spain or somewhere. So please stop with this BS. He rarely cares. Stop it, please. Just stop it. Company. See that he's a great captain for us and for Tottenham. We have to be positive. We have Rudu Dragosin and Kevin Danso. They're very good to play and give us quality with the ball. I think Danso is a better player than Dragosin in my view, and I think Danso will be a better choice than Dragosin. I just don't trust Dragosin. I just feel he's too clumsy. He's too clumsy when he's on the ball, and he does it when he gets the ball. Where Danso can get rid of it straight away, Dragosin has to take a touch and then get rid of it. But please, for the love of God, would you stop with this nonsense that Romero cares? He was crying because he might have been playing in the World Cup. And yes, this season, Romero has stood up and got us goals at Burnley and got us a couple of goals at Newcastle. Yes, but he's been an absolute bonehead and got himself sent off a number of times this season, got himself booked. You look at Sunderland last week. He got himself booked stupidly, lost the head. So please stop with this BS that he was crying because because he won't be there to play for us. He's crying because he might not be going to a World Cup with Argentina. And 9 times out of 10, that was probably his last game for Spurs, and he'd be off in the summer. Please give me a break. Give me a bloody break. Has he been a great captain? I'm going to be controversial here and say no. He's not been a great captain. He's been a captain. He's stood up a number of times, but great captains don't stand up a number of times. Great captains stand up all the time. You look at great captains of the past. You look at Brian Robson from Manchester United. You look at captains Liverpool have had. You look at, I hate saying it, but you look at Dennis Wise at Chelsea when he was captain. He may have been a little far, but by God, he gave it his all. You look at other captains over the years that stand up through good times and bad. They don't duck. They don't dive. You look at Roy Keane. Roy Keane got sent off more times than I've had hot dinners. But one thing with Roy Keane is Roy Keane would stand up there for his teammates. He would stand up for a fight. He would get in there. You look at before they played Arsenal when Patrick Vieira was having a go at Gary Neville. Roy Keane, right? I see you out there. Yeah, you having to go to one of my teammates. I see you out there. You wouldn't see Romero doing that. Romero just stands there at the head of the queue like he can't be bothered some games. Like he's looking out there and these body language is telling you, can't be bothered. So please don't give me this BS. He's a great captain. He's been a good captain. He's not a great captain. I'm sorry. And if people want to slag me off for that, that's fine. That's my opinion. I just don't think he's a great captain. Give me a Roy Keane type captain any day of the week. And I think that is a captain that picks up a team by the scruff of the neck. What's his name? Like Steven Gerrard did. You go back to Istanbul, right? Liverpool 3-0 down to AC Milan in the Champions League final. That and the second half, they did win the game on penalties after coming back 3-0 down to get 3 here. That's a captain that scores the first goal, takes the team by a scruff of the neck and drives it forward. When has Romero driven us forward this year? When has he driven us forward? When is he taking game by the scruff of the neck and say, right, follow me, lads. Follow me. I'm your leader. I'm going into battle. You follow me. When's he ever done that? He'd do that for Argentina, but he won't do that for us. And I tell you another thing as well. When he goes to Atletico Madrid, he won't give a damn about Tottenham. He won't care about us because football is all today. Football is not about loyalty. Football is about how much money can I make? How much money can I make for my next move? How much money can I take from the next club? Then when I go to the next club, it's all going to be hand on the heart and kiss in the badge. It's a load of BS. So please don't I know you've got to say for the cameras and I know you've got to say it for the question and you've got to say it because you want to part of the group and please give me a break. Just give me a damn break. Great captain, my arse. I'm sure when people that, yeah, I'm sure some people will be I'm sure the person that I've asked to clip will be probably clipping that, and there is one person I'm sure if she could get over to Ireland, she would have killed me by now. Let's welcome through my opinion. Big up to you, Rosa. It says, hello, chat. Hello, Dermot. Well said. Thank you very much. It's true, though, isn't it? It's true. I mean, I go back to the years, right, in the early 80s when Graham Roberts was captain or Paul Miller or captains like that. Or, as I said, Brian Robson or tell us how you, tell us how you really feel, Dermot. Yeah, yeah, that's only that's only a little skip of how I feel. Um, but you know what I mean, Colin. I will go back to you, William, as well. And don't get into Colin. He says, great captain, show leadership on the field and by setting an example. Not saying Romero cuts it, though. I do feel you're a bit harsh on Romero. He has been with us through you. I'm not being harsh. I'm being true. He's a captain. He's not a great captain. I'm sorry, you great captains, Roy Keane, Brian Robson, Steven Gerrard, Tony Adams of the 80s of the Arsenal side, captains that go into battle, that you will want to, as a player, follow that man into the trenches. That if you're in a battle, that you will follow him into battle. I would follow Roy Keane and a Steven Gerrard or a Tony Adams or players like captains like that into battle. I wouldn't follow Romero because Romero would be the first one to say, right, lad, sorry, a bit tough for me. I'm out of here. Yeah, and he scored 2 goals against Newcastle and he scored a goal against Burnley. Bully for him. Where's he been all season when we've really needed him? Oh, yeah, I forgot. He got himself sent off for stupid thing. He got him sent off for stupid tackle. Oh, yeah. Oh, oh, I got my leg sore. My leg sore. Sorry, my leg sore. Argentina. Oh, I'm fine. I'm fit to play. Yeah. I know De Zerbi's got to be nice about it, but please stop with the BS. Um, he is a danger. He is a danger. I'm sorry. I'm telling you, really feel terrible. But you get it too, Colin. You look at captains in the past at your club, right? And you can't tell me that if you put Romero and a Roy Keane, there's night and day. You're looking at captains, the night and day. Roy Keane is a leader of men. Roy Keane is a leader of men that you would follow to the end of the earth. Japan 2002, told Mick McCarthy walked out on a World Cup, walked out in his country because he didn't feel that the facilities or facilities were right, and he wanted to make an example. He wanted to put his point across. That's a leader. That's somebody that cares. Footballers today don't care. Footballers today don't give a damn. All they care about is the next move or the next paycheck or the next bonus they're going to get. Maybe some players do care, but a majority of this squad don't give a rat's ass if Tottenham are in the Championship or say in the Premier League or in the Championship, because half of them will want to move anyway. So, do you know what I'm getting at, though? You know, I know you know what I mean. So Domo's keeping it PG. It's just after, yeah. If this was after 9 o'clock, I would be, yeah, be a bit more going into it, believe me. I know there's one fella in Kildare will be throwing something at the TV now. I have this love for hate relationship with Romero anyway. Finished Vinny Jones wouldn't follow King. Well, Vinny Jones wouldn't follow his own shadow, but that's just me. Vinny Jones, yeah, well, Vinny Jones, as I say, wouldn't follow his own shadow. I mean, he wasn't the leader; he was just a thug as a footballer. Um, though I've got to like him recently. I've seen a few podcasts he's done, and he talks very good about football and for everything he's been through. I do know, fair play to him. I tip my hat off to him. But yeah, he was Roy Keane had the talent and the temperament, and he did go over the line. Vinny Jones just had the temperament, went over the line all the time. I think it was his tackle on Gary Stevens. I think finished Gary Stevens off. I think I don't know. Anyway, that was all about Romero. Then it was asked who will be captain. Listen, I have to decide. I don't decide yet. I've had other more important problems to sort of find a solution. Like, yeah, where to find a good dinner table in Mayfair to take all the players out for dinner. More about that later. I would like all players to be captains. We have to feel everyone responsible for the situation. And he's right. I go back to the 80s again. And I keep going back to the 80s because it's the only thing I can point to that Tottenham went out. We all knew Steve Perryman was the captain. We all knew Steve Perryman was Mr. Tottenham. He was captain of Spurs, and he'd been there under Bill Nick. He was there in the 70s. He was captain of the team that took us down. He was captain of the team that took us up. He was captain of the team that won 2 FA Cups and UEFA Cup. So he was Mr. Tottenham. But there wasn't just him on the pitch. Other players took that responsibility as well. Graham Roberts, Paul Miller, Ozzy Ardiles, Mickey Hazard, um, Chris Hughton, um, other players that would actually, if you weren't doing your job, they would turn around and tell you you're not doing your job. I think if you look at the great Alex Ferguson sides over the years, there was 3 or 4 or 5 players on that team that were, yeah, um, it says you don't have to, this is about the captains. It says you don't have to just look at my club, just look at Patrick Vieira, Steve Gerrard, Raul, Company, Terry, all above Romero. I agree. I totally agree on that. And you know yourself, Colin, especially United on the Fergie, there wasn't just one captain, like Steve Bruce wasn't the captain or Roy Keane was the captain, but there was other players that would take on the captain's role. That would tell a player, right, you're not doing your job, keep it up. Why you're not doing your job? And bark at them. And the problem is with Tottenham and with what he's saying here, that he says, oh, I'd like all players to be captains. All the other players don't want to take responsibility of that. They don't want the responsibility of telling another player, you're not doing your job. Because all the other players just don't care. If you care about the shirt you're wearing and you care about the team you're playing for and you care about the badge you're playing for, you would take that upon yourself to be, I'm going to be this man that's, I'm going to be another captain on the field. And that's how winning is done. You got one person that's captain and you got your leadership group, but you don't have to be a vice captain or a captain to tell another player you're not marking your man, you're not following him, you're not doing your job. Buck your ideas up and bollock them. There's no harm in that. Our players are either going to shrink or they're going to strive on that and say, right, I'm going to prove you wrong and I'm going to play better. So, there is more ways than one to be a captain. You don't have to be a vice captain. You don't have to be in the leadership group. You don't have to wear the armband to be a captain. You can do it in your own lives as well. Lead by example. And a lot of these Tottenham players do not want to lead by example. They'd rather just hide. Well, I'm hiding behind Romero. He's captain. I'm not going to say nothing. So I do feel that once De Zerbi gets the players he wants in, I do feel he will get that. But with this squad of players, he's not getting that. I have not watched any since he's came. They've been brilliant, Roger. I would. They're really good. Column says we had one designated captain to wear the armband, but we have 4 or 5 others. Exactly. And you even see it now. You see it now in United. David, big up to you, Mr. Clark, who's seen it all. Seen this up, down, and round around and every which way but loose. I bet like him and Philip Brady, really. Hope Mrs. Brady ain't watching. He'll be coming in with a sarky comment in a minute. Like Ray Souness once said, everyone is their own captain. You run further, you tackle harder, play better than your opposition number than 9-10%. Exactly. Spot on. I couldn't say it better myself. I think you've just said it brilliantly there. And there's been cohesion in the squad there hasn't, and you're right. But what you say there, everyone is their own captain. You're right. You're spot on with that. I think you and Colin have actually summed it up perfectly instead of me talking nonsense for the last few minutes. But you've summed it up great. So yeah, that's it exactly. So on captains, who would be captain for the rest of the season? I'm going to do a poll tonight and see what you think, guys. I think Van de Ven might be captain. I'd rather see Palunia as captain, but I think Van de Ven might get it. When could Madison return as he's a real leader? Yeah. Okay. Now it's Madison and Jesus. There's a lot of different types of leaders. Real leaders who talks inside the dressing room. Madison is a top player. Tequila, you just missed my rant on him, so you need you need to go back and watch me do. I have really slagged him off, by the way, Tequila. So you need to go back a bit. Um, there's a lot of different types of leaders. Real leaders who take inside the dressing room. Madison is a top player. There's no doubt about that. On the pitch with the ball, but also personality, mentally on the pitch. I would like to reach this level. I would like to reach there with Mickey van der Ven. Palunia is a leader. Bentancur. I would like to push with Solanke. He's one of the best strikers in the Premier League. Please just stop. Just stop. Look, Deserve it. I don't want to fall out with you. Would you please stop talking silly nonsense? I don't know what they're giving you before a press conference or what you're drinking, but are you drinking some sort of alcohol before you come on for talking? Solanke's one of the best strikers in the Premier League. Are you for real? Seriously. I like you. I want you to succeed at Tottenham. I really do. But stop talking BS. Solanke couldn't play his way out of a paper bag with two fishes looking at him. Seriously, if you put Solanke in League Two, he'd still be shit. Solanke's better. Jeepers, mother. I'm thinking about getting the wee donkey back from Hollywood. He might do a better job. Um, the day we signed Solanke, me and Tequila did a show that day. We both sighed and went, oh. It was the most underwhelming signing I have ever witnessed. Best strikers, Robbie Keane, Berbatov, Jermaine Defoe, Garth Crooks, Steve Archibald, Jimmy Greaves, the legend of them all, Martin Shivers, the legend of them all, Gary Lineker, another legend. Solanke wouldn't be fit to wear their boots. He's not even a mid-table striker, column. He's more of a relegation striker. Oh yeah, we are in the relegation. Sorry, he's not even fit for that. I want him as stronger as a character in the pitch. I don't want to push too much as we've lost Kudos in this way. I will use the players when they are totally available to play it and start the training. It's better to lose one game more than get another. That I agree with. I agree that there's no point in pushing these players forward and getting them injured. And not, I agree with that 100%. Use them when they're 100% ready. Like they push Kudos and that push Kudos out to the rest of the season. So that I agree with. Solanke's one of the best. I just don't believe he said that. Oh Lord, De Zerbi, that's going to come back and bite you in the arse, man. De Zerbi's on my shit list already for some of this rubbish he's saying. Yeah, I just can't get over it. Anyway, look forward to next week's installment of De Zerbi, who is the best midfielder in the world? Basuma. More the Basuma, yeah, episode number 2. Right, do you need to win just one game to get? Now, this I do agree with, by the way. He says, yes, I think it's crucial to win a game, not just for the table, but also because we have to feel again. I agree with that. What is a nice feeling to win a game and what that can do? I have no doubt about the quality of the players. I disagree about the quality of the players because some of the players are really good. Some of the players couldn't give a rat's ass, and other players are just downright awful. But I do agree with him when he says a win could bring confidence, and that might be just the that might be the tick we need to get out of trouble. I must admit, I do feel if we get a win tomorrow, and then that takes us out the bottom 3. Palace beat West Ham, and then we're sort of a point clear West Ham, and that will give you confidence going into against Wolves. That if we get a win here and West Ham drawn points, then that's us 4 points off the bottom. So yeah, um, yeah, I agree with that. Totally agree with that. Then it was I'm taking the players out for dinner, which I have no problem with either, by the way. I don't know if we'll win the game from dinner. The food was amazing. Well, that's good to know. Where did you go, by the way? You didn't have told us which Mayfair restaurant you went to, how much it cost. I'm ready to pay every week for one dinner. I believe in people, the human relationship, the spirit. I think it's for just very quickly, just for a to bring the squad together. I think it's a great idea, and I've got no problem with it whatsoever. The sprint and the solo, the players. Before we speak about tactical stuff, profession and set pieces, these things are important. But I work with people. There are a lot of players, but we need to build or find the best relationships we can find. And I want to see the pit on the pitch players that help their teammates towards one target. If we don't achieve one target, everyone will lose something in their career. Yeah, there'd be the team responsible of take getting us relegated for the first time in 49 years, and I'm sure De Zerbi doesn't want that on his CV, and I don't think some of these players don't want it on their CV. But some of these players, once they're gone, they're out of here anyway, so they don't give a rat's ass about if we go up or stay down. It's the players that remain. I think that would show the bigger character of players that say, "Do you know what? I'm responsible for this. I'm going to make this right and get us back up next season if we did go down." So it's going to be very interesting. But I've got no problem with the dinner. I think it's a great idea and it brings the players together. Right, let's go and talk. I I don't think he talks that tequila. I think there's a lot he says. Look, what's he supposed to say? He's come in with 6, 7 games to go, and we're in the bottom three. I just don't know. I just don't know. Just by the way, Colin, can you do me a favor, bud? Can you put the link for our Spotify in the chat if you know where it is? Marco N17 put a comment in one of the shows. He was looking for the link for the title song we use for our intro. So if you mind doing that for me, bud, or send it to me on WhatsApp and I'll put it in. Yeah, I get it. I get no, you're right. You're right in that don't insult the fans. I get that, and you are right in saying that. I I agree with that. Don't that calling Solanke the best striker in the Premier League is a little bit much, and I get and that's insulting anyone. That's insulting them. And Eskimos. Not a clue. I'm on the bus currently. Oh yeah, where are you heading to? And the bus goes round and round apparently. Big up to you. Yeah, no, I get it. And look how well yeah, that's true. That is true. Yeah, I'll find it, Marco. I'll find it and I'll put the link into you. But I'll find it. I'm sure I got it somewhere. Um, just want to go through William Red. Ange could be back in the Premiership with Bournemouth next season. Was we could be in. Yeah, I've heard that. Either Bournemouth, Crystal Palace. I think he's been linked to. That surely will um, make Tequila truly happy to see Ange back in the Premier League. Heading down from Aberdeenshire for the Leeds game. Any recommendations for the best pubs in the High Road or nearby? Right, pubs. Oh God, it's been so long. There's the number seven bar. There's the number seven bar um, by the stadium, and there's a pub just up from it, and I can't remember the name. What I do, Marco, if you're in the show tonight at 8, I'll get Billy to say a few pubs for you to head down to. Leave that with me, bud, and I will do that. Um, no problem. Uh, I'm sure he would do well with them as he did for it. Yeah, I'm gonna love that. Really will cheer him up. Really will. Number seven bar. That's it. Yeah, I get Billy. There's a few more. There's a great. I tell you, I will recommend this. There's a chicken shop just opposite the stadium. I swear to God, he does the best chicken in North London. Every time I go over, I end up going to that chicken place. Absolutely perfect. Guys, that is it. That is after the whistle. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's been good numbers in actually for this one. I'm enjoying doing this as a new show. So and there will be an after the whistle on pre-recorded after the game on Saturday to go out on Sunday morning. And also as well. So there'll be a pre-match after the whistle and a post-match after the whistle. So I will be doing two from now on. just to give you a heads up, the World Cup as well. We are covering the World Cup in this channel, and what I'm trying to do is going to cover all the Scotland games because they're part of the Celtic family, and Tequila's half Scottish. And also, we're going to cover the England games. Now, the England games, I won't be doing the commentary. I be more or less as it's not going to be a watch along. It's going to be a banter along. Um, so we're going to have a bit of fun with it. I am picking one more team, but I don't know who to follow. So I'm leaving it to you guys. I'm going to put it into a poll tonight. That's it. That's the name of it, Chick King. That's it. Big up, Rosa. Yeah, head there. Head there. Head there, Marco. I swear to God, it's the best chicken in Tottenham. It really is Chick King. That's it. He does the best chicken in Tottenham. He really does. Dermo will be condemned during the during the games. Yeah, I would. I find the mask. Yeah, I will do. Very funny, you two. Yeah, come on, Scotland. We are going to find Scotland. But I'm going to. Yeah. Very funny. Yeah, I'm going to pick one team, so I'm leaving it up to you guys. It's going to either be Argentina, Germany, and two other teams. I'm not sure yet. I will put them in a poll tonight, and it's down to you guys who's our team we're going to follow in the World Cup. But we do have to do England, Scotland watch alongs, don't we? And of course, there will be all the build up, all the same predicted lineups we're going to do after the press. So we're going to cover it like we would for a Tottenham game. We're going to do all the stuff. But guys, thank you so much for watching. This went on a bit longer than I thought, but I've really enjoyed it doing it. We're back tonight at 8 o'clock, me and Billy T, and maybe a third person, who knows, may join us or not join us. But yeah, not Argentina or Germany. Okay, then. Okay, I'll go back to the. Now, need to be a rubbish team, don't we, so we can giggle at them. Okay. I don't know. Who else? How about the USA? Should we follow the USA? Let's do that for the crack. But yeah, back on to 8 tomorrow. Tomorrow, the predicted lineup will be out live tomorrow at 11 o'clock. So join me live for that. Tonight, for the last 10 minutes of the Pump Up Show, you members get to see the predicted lineup first. But yes, that was all. We're back tonight at 8. Join me and Billy T and the team here on THFC to a die. Tottenham, of course we're going to stay up. I believe, and I will do until the very last minute. Tottenham going to stay up by 1 point. I said it last night, and I'm sticking by it. Come on, you Spurs.